Hello everyone, I just got home. I'm about to change and head to the courts. A very long awaited package just arrived. I have been thinking about getting a new racket, and I heard through some of my classmates at tennis lessons that Tennis Warehouse does this demo program where you're allowed to choose, I think, up to 3 rackets, and then they send them to you. You can demo them for a week and then you send them back. So I made this order, I think over a month ago, and it just arrived today. I had to make some changes, included a lot of emails and calling Tennis Warehouse, but the order finally came. So I'll kind of give you a breakdown of what I currently use and why I wanted a new racket. Okay, so if you go back a couple of vlogs ago, you'll probably see me talk about this racket. This is the racket that I use right now. It looks a little bit different, probably because I have a new overgrip on it. This is the Babolat Boost Strike, and it is pretty beginner friendly, I would say. The head size is 102. The weight of it is around 10 ounces, and then it's 16 by 19, I believe, the stringing. So it's a pretty beginner friendly racket. It's very easy to use. It's very light, and I just like the way that Babolat plays. I've tried Wilson rackets, which to me feel a little bit stiff, so I don't particularly love Wilson rackets. And so that's why when choosing my demos, I chose Babolat rackets. I wanted to try the Yonex E-Zone. It's so back ordered that was the one racket that was giving me a problem. So with the Tennis Warehouse demo program, how it works is you choose your 3 rackets. They all have to be in stock before they send them out. So if 2 of them are ready, but 1 is not, they have to wait. And that's exactly what happened to me. So I chose 2 Babolat rackets, 1 Yonex, and the Yonex one was just back ordered so long, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. I was like, I'm probably not even gonna get it. Number 1, because it's more expensive than the Babolat rackets, but it's just causing me so many issues. So I exchanged it for another Babolat racket, and then now I'm demoing 3 different Babolat rackets. But 2 of them are the same. They have different specs a little bit, and then the other one is a totally different racket. So this is the one that I'm using right now. I like the red color. It's kind of grown on me as I've played with it. This racket is it's still like so well performing and looks great. I wanted a different racket because I am going up in levels in tennis. A lot of my classmates hit really, really hard, and I was thinking that I wanted something a little bit heavier, but not too heavy to the point where it's tiring on my arm. And then also I was messing around with the strings a little bit because my friend uses a hybrid string, so she does poly and multi-filament, and to me, when I played with it, I had a little bit more control. Whether or not that was the string itself or the racket, I don't know, but I wanted to see if there was a difference between playing with poly and multi-filament. This came pre-strung. I'm pretty sure this is synthetic gut. I don't know what that means in terms of poly versus multi-filament, but it's whatever this came with. So I'm gonna open the package for you guys. This is what it came in. So it looks like this. It literally says Tennis Warehouse demo program. I'm gonna use my pair of shears because I don't have any scissors, but I think I have to send it back in this box, so I want to keep the box in good shape. And when you pay for the shipping, I think, like, to get the demo, it includes the return pricing. So see. Okay, so these are the 3 rackets. 2 of them are the Pure Drive, and then the other one is the Pure Arrow. This one they're all 100 head sizes, so they're a little bit smaller than the ones that I'm using right now. Yeah, I literally cannot remember if this is poly or multi-filament. but this one definitely looks different. I think this one might be the poly, and then the Pure Drive has the multi-filament, and then the other Pure Drive also has multi-filament. These are, so this one is the Pure Drive Team, which is a little bit heavier. I think it's like 10.6 ounces. The Pure Drive Light is 10. So this one's similar to the one that I use, just a smaller head. And then the Pure Aero Team is also around 10.5. So really it's just a difference of sizing in the head, the different strings, the different weights, and the racket itself. I really like the design of the Pure Drive, so I'm hoping that that's the one that I like, but I will go test these out now because I told Brendan that I got new racket demos, and we're gonna go try them out. And I have an update on the Finding My Racket saga. I am still demoing. So I think the last clip I showed you guys, or I filmed for you guys, was me explaining that I was trying to find a new racket, and I have two like big reasons why I wanted to get a new racket. One was because everyone just kept telling me that my grip size was wrong, and I've come to the conclusion that like I can play with different grip sizes and they're all pretty comfortable to me, but the one that I'm using right now is 4 3/8. I do want to go down a quarter of a size, and so, or a little bit. So I'm going, when I get my new racket, I want to get one that's 4 1/4, and then I'm gonna put overgrip on that. And I think that that's like an okay size for me. The 4 3/8 is still okay. I just feel like I could go a little bit smaller and still be just as comfortable, or if not a little bit more comfortable. So that was one of the reasons. The other reason why I wanted to get a new racket is because I just felt like with the one that I was using in class, I was struggling against really hard hitters. So I originally wanted to go up in weight, but when I tried a racket that was unstrung 11 ounces, I got like tennis elbow the very next day. Literally could not even turn a doorknob. And so I don't think that the 11 ounce unstrung is a good weight for me. I think the 10.5 or 10.6 ounce, 10.6 ounce is a good like in between for me. So I originally demoed 3 rackets. I showed you guys in the last clip. I ended up really liking the Pure Drive Light, which is lighter than the one that I'm using right now. So it didn't really make sense for me. I was still a little bit confused on whether or not I wanted that racket. So I just stuck with my racket. You guys have pretty much seen this since I've started tennis. It's done its job. I think it's pretty good, but I ultimately think that I want to upgrade a little bit, and so that's why I'm getting a new racket as well. So the specs on this, unstrung, it's 280, which is about 9.9 ounces. So strung, this is about still like 10.5. And then the head size on this is 102 square inches. I would say that it's pretty balanced in terms of a racket. Like it's not head heavy and it's not head light. So it's pretty much in the middle. So this is my racket that I use right now. I just have the Tornagrip overgrip on top of the handle. These are the new demos that I've been playing with, and I really am just a Babolat girly. I don't think I'll ever change. My coach asked me why I like particularly like Babolat so much, and I just think it's because I started out with a Babolat, so anything else that I've tried to play with after, I just didn't really like. So I think I'm gonna stick with Babolat. I also really just like the designs. I like how they look, like with the stripes on the side. So honestly, that's why I chose Babolat. Anyways, so I wanted to test out the Pure Drive again. All of the ones that I got this time are the team versions, so they are about the same weight as this, which is good because I want the same weight. I didn't want something heavier. I just wanted a newer racket that was like better material. So this one is the Pure Drive Team, and then the specs on this, it's 285 unstrung, so it is a little bit heavier because I think this one was 280, so it is a little bit heavier. So this one, like I was saying, it's 285 unstrung, which is about 10.6 ounces when it's strung. The head size on this is 100, and the balance is 7 points head light. This one, 6 points head light. So this one is a little bit head lighter, but to me it's still a little bit like equal in weight. And then this one is 7, so it's a little bit lighter in the head as well. And to me, like, this kind of seems very equal because it's not, I've held rackets where it literally like looks like this, which means that it's super head light compared to the handle, but 7 is not too bad. So that's the specs on this racket. And then I got the Babolat Pure Strike. They came out with a newer version of this one. I'm not a huge fan of the colorway. I like this colorway better with the white and the red. The new one that they came out with, it's a like silver, and then this stayed the same red color. So the specs on this one are 285 unstrung, which is the same as the Pure Drive, and then 100 square inch. This one is 6 points headlight, and then that's pretty much it. 16 by 19 crosses. So this one, pretty much the same. To me, this looks very equal. So it's not like heavier in the head or lighter in the head. But I think if I were to hold them side by side, we might see a better comparison. And then the last one that I have is the Pure Aero. This is the team version again. And the specs on this one are 285 unstrung, 100 square inch head, 7 points head light, and then 16 by 19 as well. So honestly, these are all pretty much the same in terms of headlight. They're all 7, and then the one that I use right now is 6. Well, actually this one's 6. So the Strike is 6, the Drive and the Aero are 7 headlight, and I tried all of them out yesterday, and I'm between 2. So I will keep trying them until I figure out which one I like best. But these were the 3 rackets that I'm demoing. Stay tuned to see which one I eventually pick. I don't know if it's going to be in this vlog, but I have a feeling that it probably will. And then hopefully that racket treats me well. Good morning, guys. This is probably the worst angle to put you guys, but I'm just sitting here on the floor because I have to repack my demos. I'm sending them out today. So yesterday, also, I just look really tired because I am tired. Yesterday I took them out for another like hitting session with a couple of my friends, and I think I played from like 7 to 10:30. You only get the demos for a week, so I have to send them back out today. And I kind of just wanted to show you my new tennis bag. I don't think I showed you guys this yet, but it is a Wilson 6-pack racket bag. It just has a one shoulder strap. It's got this one pocket right here, the 2 pockets for the rackets, although I don't have 6 rackets, so it's like not really necessary. But I have my jelly cat, my tennis ball jelly cat on this bag, which I think is really cute. I spent a good amount of money on this, so I will be putting it on my bag. But essentially, I think I've narrowed it down to the racket that I want to get. So I'm kind of excited that I figured out which one I like, and hopefully I'll be able to get it before, oh, the camera's falling. Okay, just had to change the angle slightly, but hopefully I'll be able to get it before classes start. I think it's like the second week of October, so I have a week and a half to get it. I think that's enough time, honestly. And I just took off my dampener off of this racket because this is the one that I was playing with yesterday, and ultimately I think this is the one I'm gonna go with. I tried both the Strike and this one yesterday, and I just think it's a little less stiff to me when I'm swinging compared to the Strike. And the Strike does give me a lot of control, but this also gives me some control, and then also it gives me some spin that kind of helps with like pushing my opponents back. So I think that like I could play with both of them, and I contemplated whether or not I should get 2 rackets, which is a crazy thought, but they're very similar in terms of like how much control I get. And so I think that I could probably work on the control part on my own. And then also I like that this has the spin aspect, whereas with the Strike, I'm more hitting with a lot more control, but the ball doesn't nearly go as far because there's less spin, so it's very flat. And I think that this is just like a really nice addition to my game. I was like so in my head about it because I would play with this, then say I really like this one, and then I would play with the Strike, and then change my mind and say like I really like the Strike. And so I was so confused like which one I actually wanted, but I think that this the Pure Aero team is the one that I'm gonna go with.
Charlie Brown, I can tell you what Christmas is all about. Lights, please.
Hi guys, I was gonna wait until I got ready at least before I filmed this portion of the video. As you guys know, I've been on the hunt to get my new racket, and I bought it I think like 2 weeks ago, so it's been a while since I've like demoed anything or even like tried out rackets, but I ordered it. It took a while to get here because these strings were back ordered, and then there's a nor'easter that's like hitting New York right now, and so the weather's gross. Like there was a bunch of problems, but it finally arrived. So I want to do an unboxing on the camera, and like I said, I was gonna do this after I got ready, but I'm just so excited, I can't wait. Anyways, I also didn't even get to use this racket while I was hitting with friends, so the first time that I'm using it is gonna be class today, which is kind of crazy. But guys, this is the racket. It comes in like bubble wrap and everything because it's new and they probably don't want anything to happen to it. The string, I got multi-filament NXT strings. This is the Wilson in natural, and I think I strung it at 54 pounds. So yeah, this is my new racket. I am so excited to use this today.